Welcome to another episode of Honda Drink Garage, where I say the same word over and over and you take a sip of whatever alcoholic beverage you have. So, yeah, there's people over there working on the building. Anyway, so we have this tap here, this plug right here, and we need to plug this hole right here. And this, it comes with this plug and this tap so that you can drill out the threads to match this, so you can just screw this in. This was about $10. Now normally the Vtec heads use these dowel pins here, but you can't use them. So we have a set of step-down dowel pins. You can see that. And then, of course, last but not least, we need an oil line. So the reason why we need an oil line is because we're plugging this hole, which doesn't exist on the non-Vtec block. So this fitting right here comes off and it goes to the head. We pull this plug here out. We put that in there, and the other end of it goes to the oil pressure sending unit. This goes in the block here. The oil pressure sending unit goes here, and out comes the oil and delivers it up to the head. Because it'll have that delivery system, it won't be able to drain there. Well, it will, sort of, but that's why we have to plug this hole. To be able to use this, you have to go get a tap set. Now this size specifically, I'm not 100% sure which one it is, but it is definitely none of these sizes here. We just need the handle to be able to go ahead and tap this. All right, very quickly before they start back up. So I'm gonna take the tap here, take the tool, stick it in here. It's nice and tight. Now we definitely wanna go as straight as possible. However, if we don't go that straight, it's not that big of a deal, because we're going to plug this as far in as we can, and then we're going to take it to the machine shop and have them shave it down anyway. So that's why it's best to do this before you take it to the machine shop.
Skin that smoke wagon and see what happens.
Right there if you want.
Muscles
I don't notice it. Call it up.
Alright, so here we have the tap in here. See if we can get in there. You might be able to see it's not 100% flat, but we're going to take it to the machine shop and it'll even it out nice. You don't necessarily have to do that. You could go a little bit deeper, but we were kind of fighting it a little bit because this particular plug was a bit thick. Whatever, now onto the machine shop. Okay guys, now you guys have seen me pull out motors before, so I didn't want to bore you with all of that stuff. Well, not to bore you, but I just really didn't have time because I had to get everything done myself. This engine is ready to come out, and
Get in that smoke wagon and see what happens.
couldn't disconnect the shift linkage. Yeah, can you see that? It's being the pain because I couldn't get the shift linkage to disconnect, so I had to pull it with it, which is not ideal. Everybody pray to God, nothing bad happens. there it is. Here's our GSR engine here. And a big mess. Anyway. So here's our head fresh out of the machine shop. You can see the plug here that I plugged. Anyway, so there it is. It's nice and shaved down so it's perfectly flat and even. So she is ready to go onto the block. And we're not going to quite get to that just yet, but we have some other things that we got going on. We just got our head gasket in. 84 millimeter head gasket, and this is a high compression head gasket, so it's super thin. So I got a shaved head, a thin head gasket, and a high compression block, so this should be doing some pretty good compression, somewhere between 10.6 to 1 or 10.9 to 1, somewhere like just under 11 to 1, somewhere in that ballpark. Been doing a bunch of work. I've cleaned up the floor. I've got everything a lot more organized. I've done videos of this type of thing before where I was building a B20 Vtec for an Integra, so a lot of it's the same. I broke down the GSR block. Basically, I took the transmission off, the clutch and the flywheel, took the timing belt and water pump off, the crank pulley. The bracket that goes here, I took that off. That's going to have to go onto the B20 to make sure that it bolts into the car. I'm not sure 100% what I'm going to do about the crank angle sensor. I may wait on that, or I may go OBD1 with the ECU. I'm not 100% sure. I'll deal with that when I get to it. I really don't want to use the oil pump off of this engine because I'm not so sure if that is what caused the issue or the problem. I don't know if it's failing, you know, but it is a 200,000 mile oil pump. I'm not really that interested in using it. I also took off the water jacket or the water piping here. That's going to go on the B20. These are all my GSR parts here. I've got the B20 over here ready to go. Obviously I've got the head here ready to go for the most part. So yes, I'm definitely going to film the whole assembly of this and what exactly I'm going to use. GSR engine had a fresh water pump and timing belt, so I'm going to use that off of the GSR. You know, do as much as I can, filming as I can. But for the most part, you know, I've got to get this stuff done. Now I've just had the transmission pressure washed and I've just finished cleaning it, you know, with lots of brake cleaner. It's getting pretty dark outside. Now I'm going to do my usual Mark paints a transmission thing. So I'm going to paint this transmission like I always do. What I use the VHT flame-proof, high temp, very high temp, flat aluminum color, and it turns into a very nice, beautiful finish when it's all said and done. So I'm going to paint the transmission. Okay, now I don't have any tape with me, but I'm going to use a little trick. I'm going to put oil on my finger, and I'm going to oil up the VIN badge and the S80 sticker, and then when I spray it, I'll wipe it off and it'll come right off. So.
Damn right you're scared.
And now our transmission is painted. Beautiful. Yes, please like the video, click subscribe, and see you in the next episode. If you want any questions asked, if you have any questions, send them to our Facebook page. Follow us on Instagram and Snapchat. Snapchat name is Marco Chango. See you guys in the next episode. Thanks for all the support. Peace!